Final day of practice with head coach Sean McDermott. And, Coach, I know you told the media earlier today, no Josh and no Steph among the starters, but other starters will play. That leaves Kyle Allen and Matt Barkley. Do they just chop the game in half Saturday, pretty much?
That's what we'll do approximately, Chris, and take a good look at both of those guys and give them their due, and they've been working hard out here.
So you've got position battles. Is it unrealistic to think somebody's going to separate themselves at this point at training camp when you haven't even played a game?
Maybe so, and it's a small sample. It's one game,
right.
But at some point, the countdown is on. So we've got to make a decision here at some point with different positions. And try and get a good feel here.
I know you probably used the blue and red scrimmage last week as a little bit of an exercise for this, but in this preseason game, the two hats you have to wear and switching off and divvying and delegating, how much of a run-through will that be for you on Saturday?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We've talked as a staff, and it'll be our first time going through it, and kind of where I expect myself to be and the communication that they can expect from me within the game. And so I'm sure we'll learn a lot from it, and I'm looking forward to it.
A couple of weeks to go, I know this. How early do you start thinking about roster makeup, numbers and stuff? We've been talking about maybe keeping as many as 10 defensive linemen, 5 ends, 5 tackles. If you can do that, maybe you go lighter at linebacker because you only played 2 in your base defense, and then maybe you got room for an extra couple of receivers if they play teams. Because your line, you got Medikevich, Klein, and Dodson, who are core guys, but Dodson's not in that group if he becomes the guy,
Right.
Is it too early to start thinking about that?
No, I think, Brandon and I really started, we're always looking at that, right? In particular, Brandon, and then we get together from time to time, and we'll do that either before this game or after this game and say, hey, if the roster cut down was now, what would it look like? And who'd be on the inside and who'd be on the outside? And because those are the guys that, that we need to really be watching in terms of those battles.
Coach, we know your time is tight, so we're going to cut you loose here and let you get back to work. That's head coach Sean McDermott here at training camp at St. John Fisher.